Someone who's actually competent at the game is playing it. Yes!
Alright, so welcome everybody to a little bit of a bonus episode from the High Soapbox. I'm joined today by Mr. Tzar Walker and Anthony Lopez, two very dear friends of mine. We are currently just sitting around watching Anthony play Devil May Cry 5 on his PS4, and I just figured before I do a podcast with Mr. Vincent Miller later today, I might as well make a little bonus episode for y'all. So now that I think about it, this is the first time I've ever seen a Devil May Cry game, like from a gameplay perspective. Like
you never actually seen anyone play it before?
No, I mean, the closest to Devil May Cry I've gotten is probably God of War. But
that's not a very apt comparison.
It isn't.
Really?
It isn't. But
really?
But the style of beat 'em up is, but just it's.
God of War is like by the numbers of beat 'em up.
That's true.
Well, but God of War also makes me sad because it's like the first game is a by the numbers Greek opera, like a Greek tragedy, you know, and then the rest of the games are just hate-driven murder porn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes me like sad because like when like you think of something like the Iliad or Homer's Odyssey, you know, both these stories like that are like classics for a reason, you know.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, but I think the closest experience I had with this would most likely be Bayonetta. So.
Well, you play a little bit of 5, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
I've never played a Bayonetta game. In my defense, I'm not a big beat 'em up fan.
That's
completely
fine.
My pedigree is like Pokemon, Skyrim, like Dragon Quest.
You're more into
RPGs.
Yeah.
Like
is it fair to say that you're more into explorative games, like that focuses on the world?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
You know, if the world feels, if I enjoy being in the world, you know, then I can forgive like any gameplay issues.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know,
I can see that.
You know, I mean, I have a lot of complaints about the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and even Fallout even Fallout 4. Oh, well, no, not 4. 3 and New Vegas, like their controls are middling at best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the world they built is excellent. 3, I think's world is more in tune to what a Fallout game should be than New Vegas. While New Vegas is more similar to something like a Elder Scrolls game in terms of just how dense the population is in comparison to 3. 4 on the other hand is more like 4 on the other hand is like 3, but its strength doesn't come in its world. Its strength comes in its gameplay. I remember playing Fallout 4 not for the world, but just like building settlements, crafting shit, building shit. It was fun. I enjoyed it. The difference though really came with 76, which Ty gives me flack for all the goddamn time.
Yeah, and you know let's
we all have
that game that's a guilty pleasure that we like.
That everybody else.
That everyone else
on.
really doesn't fuck with. Yeah.
I'm sure Ty has his own.
Yeah.
I know yours is probably a Sonic game.
Yes.
Yours is what?
Do I have a guilty pleasure? I'm pretty sure.
When I say guilty pleasure game, I mean a game that like people would like shit on you because of whether not so much because of like you liking the game in general, but because you like a game that like had a bad development or a poor release. Like it's like I like No Man's Sky, but I got No Man's Sky a year and a half after. I think it's very different from something like Fallout 76 where I bought that day one.
I think it's better to say like rather a guilty pleasure, more like a game if you know that has a bad rap but you enjoyed it.
I don't really know if I have any of those, to be honest. Most games I play, at least as far as I know, usually have a pretty good rep behind it. So
that's fair.
Yeah, nothing I can think of. At least not for now. I'll probably think of something later.
Yeah.
I know I can think of a movie. I can think of
do tell.
Yeah, I can think of a movie that I know gets a bad rep from everyone.
Is it Street Fighter?
Dragon Ball Z Evolution?
Ew, no, I hate that movie. Fuck that movie. Yo, anyone like that
Super Mario Bros. The movie.
No, definitely not that. That movie is hilariously bad.
Monkey.
No, the movie for me, it's I don't know if you ever heard of it. Will Smith was the main character. It's Shark Tale.
Oh.
Yo, Shark Tale's my shit, man.
Oh, you mean The Godfather, but now with fish?
Yes.
Yeah.
I unironically love that movie, man.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. That movie was funny. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. I mean, Will Smith is a gem no matter what you put him in, except maybe like the one he did with his son.
Suicide Squad.
That movie was a suicide.
Let's be real. He carried that movie.
Even then,
Barely.
Even that, yeah.
The fact that they barely used any of Jared Leto's like scenes he saw and they cut him out of most of it kind of pissed me off too.
I just thought that whole.
Because last I checked, wasn't Joker supposed to be part of the Suicide Squad?
No.
No.
It was just Harley Quinn.
No.
He was famous for.
Yeah.
Joker is more like he's well known for like. Okay, so unless we're going with Harley Quinn, who at the time is with Suicide Squad, Joker is famous for, her development as a character.
For good or for better or worse.
Take your pick.
Yeah.
You know what makes me mad? Like me seeing posts of people saying, "Oh, I want the same relationship Joker and Harley have," and I'm just like, you, my lady, are cruising for a bruising.
Yeah, you have no idea of the context of that relationship, dude.
Yeah, it's actually it's like the opposite of a relationship you would want for any of the important men or women in your life.
Yeah, that's any sane person can see that's clearly a relationship that no normal person should have.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those it reminds me of all those nice guy posts I see on Reddit r/nice guys.
Yo,
it reminds me of that one. It reminds me of that one picture when it's like when a nice guy gets hurt, the devil shivers. It's like what the.
Here's the thing that pisses me. You want to know the thing that really pisses me the fuck off? Like, I was raised to like be an old school gentleman when it comes to like courtship and shit. And these nice guys like trying to do that just to like get some easy pussy piss me the fuck off because I am willing to put the goddamn time in, but women are repelled by it because of so many assholes just trying to get some easy pussy.
Oh,
I didn't know this became Evan's TED Talk.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Nah, well.
No.
Okay, so
it's completely justified.
I refuse to be a fuckboy either. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. It doesn't sit well.
Well, I'm gonna say this, okay? Take it from me, a former nice guy. All right, when I was in middle school, it was really bad. So.
Wait, are we talking about a real nice guy or a lazy nice guy?
I don't know. I guess I don't really know.
When I say lazy nice guy, I mean those are the guys they're talking about on r/nice guy.
Really? I kind of just group them in like everything. In my opinion, I kind of just feel like they all function the same way.
An actual nice guy believes in consent.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I don't understand.
I think the other nice guy, I think they probably believe in it too. They just kind of want it to happen. Excuse me. They just kind of just wanted to happen immediately. Like, yeah. So I'm nice. So I'm a really nice guy. I was I just opened the door for you. So let me clap those cheeks, please. What the fuck?
I'm just like aggravating.
No, that's understandable. That's completely understandable.
Right. I'm just like
yeah, it's definitely aggravating.
You fucking fuck. I can't believe you just said that. Oh
plus
my God.
plus one shameless advertising.
You know what? F.
Yeah.
F.
Plus one shameless advertising. I'm proud of you, man. That was pretty good. It's pretty fucking good.
I expect my check in the mail.
What about that guy? The guy we were behind the line in at Costco.
Oh, can we? Okay.
You know, let's divulge about that.
Okay.
So wait for
the podcast.
Right.
For context.
I have a Costco card. We made a Costco run today just to pick up some stuff for the house, so I have some stuff to cook for the week. And we were in line waiting, chatting, and you know how like when you're in elementary school and like there's like kind of a clump of people at the back of a line and you're not sure who's going forward, but there's always a person who tries to like inch a little bit close bit by bit, so like the moment like the line gives, they can just move slightly and be in place. That's what happened while we were at Costco.
Yeah. So here's the thing. This guy looks definitely bald. Looks like he's in his 50s. Let's not lie.
Geriatric motherfucker.
Yeah. So he only had like 2 items in his hands. But here's the thing. He cuts in front of Evan, and he was just being an ass. And Evan points out, like, "Sir, this is my spot. You're cutting in front of me." And the guy turns around.
He gets all pissy.
He gets pissed. He turns around. He's like, "Well, you should have said something, asshole." And it's like, okay, whoa.
Because here's the thing. If you did know, here's the thing. Normally when you say that, the 99.9% of the time, If the person genuinely didn't get that, i.e., they didn't see you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's three of us, but there's three of us in a giant cart in front of us. You would say, "Oh, my bad," and they let you go forward.
Here's the thing, though. If he just asked, because he only had like 2 things in his hand. If he asked, "Can I cut in front of you?" I would have let him pass.
As would I. But here's the thing. He knew he was in the wrong. That's why he got defensive. That's why he got defensive. And I'm just like, it's like that thing. It's entitlement knows no age. Entitlement knows no age. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. You can grow your entire life without being taught a shred of decency. And as much as people would love to say everything that's wrong with people our age, there are just as many people who are much older than us who have gotten older in age but not in maturity. And you know what? And then you made like some weird some motion just to make us laugh, and then I called you a dick and you said fuck you, and I'm just like, dude, I wasn't even talking to you. And honestly, at that point, we were just being silent. We just were silent chatting. We started talking about anime.
Yeah, because apparently behind this guy, we can't say shit without him thinking we're talking about him.
Apparently, some unspoken rule that we can't have a general discussion about him without him saying, go fuck yourselves, assholes. It's like, come on, man. No one's bothering you.
You know who he reminds me of?
Don't bother us.
You know who reminds me of? The Bagel Boss guy from that viral video. Short dude who got
I think I've seen it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm going to pull that up on YouTube right the fuck now. And no internet, fuck it. What? This is why I love our school. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't know if Evan pointed this out, but we're college students, so
yeah.
For context, that's what we're getting at.
Yeah. Do we?
No, I don't. Well, you did in particular. I don't know. There's.
Oh, I forget. What you're going to be an engineer, right?
No, that's more my alley.
Yeah.
He's going as
psychologist.
Yeah.
Well, so that definitely means both of you actually need those degrees.
Well,
I have the benefit of running a business and I'm building a portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get a job off of my portfolio and work history alone. It might be harder, and getting a couple certs down the line might benefit, but being a psychologist, that's a definite need. Oh God.
I mean, I'm more than willing to put into work though.
Well, my thing. What do you want to be a psychologist?
I do genuinely, But at the same time though, I've been dabbling more into obviously singing. I'm a huge
space boy.
Yeah.
He's wearing he every time I see Tzar, he's always wearing some NASA or SpaceX or some space related memorabilia.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I've always actually had a love for astrophysics and stuff like that. So sometimes I always
well, the thing is, I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't Neil deGrasse Tyson because he's an astrophysicist. That's part of it.
Right.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is Neil deGrasse Tyson because of his personality. He is smart and witty and funny and great to have a conversation with. As are you. All you would need to do is learn that bit. But you know what you could also do? You could also start building a bit of a brand of for yourself around your psychology degree, saying you daily psych drops for better living.
I mean that's always fine with me too.
I'll show you the tools. I will show you you can start a YouTube channel. You can do it on Instagram. I can show you everything. I'd be more than happy to help you out with that.
Yeah, that's great with me, honestly.
I can get you once you get popping, we get you a merch store going, man. It's not that it's like there's 350 million people living in the United States alone. Half of Europe speaks, writes, and reads in fluent English. A good chunk of people in Africa do as well. Asia, no question about it. Us Americans and people in the UK are just we assume everybody's as dumb as we are when it comes to learning other languages. No, America and secondary, maybe Britain, produce stupid amounts of content. We produce enough entertainment to supply the world. Most places all over the world already like watch American and British TV
Yeah.
and movies, so they gotta know a little bit of the language.
That's true.
It's very rare nowadays where like the only people who don't speak it are people who have deliberately chosen not to,
Mm-hmm.
or can't afford it, or can't afford a TV.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's you genuinely could. There's enough market out there for you to go out and do it. I'm not one of these people with a famine mentality. I think there's enough out here for me and enough out for you and for Sean, and for Tyler.
Yeah, for anyone.
Like shit, I'm waiting for Tyler to finish this damn short story so I can publish that.
When do you think he'll be finished with it though?
He's working on it.
I don't know.
He's currently working on a short story right now. He says he should once he's able to get like money straight, he's
Right.
going to start working on a whole hog.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know how he wants to do it, but I feel like releasing the short story digitally would be a good, really, or at least for $1, like 99 cents would be a good way to go.
Digital markets are pretty open nowadays.
Right,
Pretty-
or
pretty
even just
expensive.
doing it for free if you want, and I could sell the physical copy.
Mhm.
You know, I could sell the physical copy basically that covers the cost of production plus a little bit of moolah for me and him. You know,
It's a good idea.
and it's like if people want to just read the story, they can read the story.
Mhm.
And there's always the reason why I say I think there will always be a market for hardcover books
Yeah.
is because there's still a market for like
Hardcover books.
no, not even that. No. Because the same people who want hardcover books, if they were gamers, they're the same people who would want to play a video game when the system was on.
Mm.
I just don't enjoy playing Pokemon Emerald on anything but a fucking Game Boy. An actual Game Boy.
I can see that.
You know?
Mhm.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. Damn. That's bad, bro.
How about you, Anthony? Have you had any like little business ideas you've been thinking about spooling on, some schemes you wanted to start?
No, not really. I just want to get my school stuff more figured out before I can really do anything.
Yeah. How is complete tangent? How's Monster Hunter World?
Boy, where do I start? Well, first off, I'm.
I
Once you
saw.
start, I'm gonna play Sonic, man.
Yeah. Well, Tzar takes a controller from me and plays Mega Man 11. You could just ask. Anyways,
yeah, I know.
So.
But would you stop? Would you say no? Would you tell him no?
Again, I would prefer if he asked.
But would you
Man.
tell him no?
You already have the
Anthony, I
controller.
would like to play some Mega Man
You
11,
already,
please,
you already
good
took
sir.
the controller. I think the comment already stands.
That's true.
Jerk. Anyways, so Monster Hunter World. First off, I'd like to point out that I'm kind of a veteran of the series. I take that back. I'm very familiar with the series. I'm not a veteran. I haven't played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which is the US release of it.
Mm-hmm.
I started with Monster Hunter Tri. Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate, which is the third installment of the game with
Do they have English
with the
subtitles?
expansions. It's the English release of the game with the most recent expansions and stuff like that on it. It was released on the 3DS and the Wii, I believe.
So if I could would you recommend getting it on the 3DS?
Well, let me finish. So Monster Hunter
Granted, my triggers don't work anymore.
That's the problem, because then it uses triggers.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Monster Hunter Tri, if you're new to the series, I will not recommend it at all, because first off, it came up with a new recent mechanic in the series, which is swimming. Swimming sucks. Fighting underwater sucks. A lot. I had my fun with it. I mained dual blades, finished the game, had my fun. But Monster Hunter 4 is really where it's at. That one is more like the culmination of the best with new...
While omitting the worst.
Yes. Introducing 2 new weapons, the Charge Blade and the Insect Blade. So that one's really fun. I think if you want a good Monster Hunter experience, you could play 4 Ultimate because it's the most balanced and the most I think it's the most well-made and the most balanced with a decent story to it. But for newcomers of the series, I would recommend Monster Hunter World. It has a lot of mechanics in it that are just quality of life that the other series never really bothered to have, or just prefer to omit. Let me give you an example. In Monster Hunter World, you can mine minerals from rocks, stones, whatever. in the other games, you would have to buy a pickaxe, which would break. And depending on the quality of the pickaxe, it would break, and you have to buy more. And if you have no more pickaxes, you can't mine any materials. They completely omitted that in World, where you only have one, but it's permanent and never breaks. So you can just constantly farm and mine stuff, whatever you come across. It just falls into the rarity of whatever you find. It's little changes like that
quality of life
that really makes it so much better.
See, it sounds like kind of like how you did it. It was kind of like how I was with Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm not going to talk about it too much because I know me and Tyler have talked about it for like legit an hour yesterday, but I digress. I played Skyrim as my first Elder Scrolls game. And then I went back and played most of the previous games. A couple of them all the way through, most of them not, just because I got lost in the world and exploring and seeing locations and stuff like that. Elder Scrolls Online came out, and I was hyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, it was... I got to kind of like see an online. I got to see other people in the world. In a world I love so much. You know, does Monster Hunter World from a like world lore consistency exist in the same space, or do they completely? Or did each game is like Final Fantasy?
I wouldn't say that. Okay, so 3 and 4 are connected. Generations, which is Generations Ultimate, which is on the Switch. I think it's kind of its own thing. It doesn't really have a story. It's more like it's more like an anniversary kind of thing where here's like the entirety of every monster or every famous monster that you fought throughout the series all in one game. However you like it. But World, I would say it's not only the quality of life changes, but there's a bigger emphasis on the environment and the area itself.
The world feels alive.
That hence the moniker World. Yes, it feels very much alive. Monsters have their own... They go into so much detail where monsters have their own eating habits.
What was your opinion of the Witcher expansion in it?
Okay, so the Witcher expansion, which... Here's the thing. I was surprised with how much they put into it.
Didn't they bring back the Geralt's Rivia's voice actor for it?
Yes, they did.
Impressive.
Yes.
That must have cost money.
Oh, yeah. I would have liked to... I never played a Witcher game.
I highly I'm not gonna lie.
Before you say anything, I would like to get a hold of Witcher 3 and play it myself.
Right, I would suggest it, and I will say I've played it with. Granted, I've only played it like about halfway through, with none of the DLC. So I still have my thing is the thing about The Witcher is it's one of those games that it's just like it has more content. Just sheer content than Skyrim. And Skyrim, may I remind you, has like Radiant AI, which allows it just makes randomly generated quests that you just find spontaneously. You know, so it has endless content in essence. You know, The Witcher just is like I feel like it's just a ocean that is as deep as it is large, and I've barely scratched the surface of what's in there. And
that's what I've heard too. Makes me kind of nervous about trying the game. Not gonna lie.
Let alone the expansions, because I don't know you and me. We got into Diablo hard after Tzar here got us into it, and it was just our productivity was just gone.
Yes, thanks to Tzar, our entire month for that time just kind of went to shit. Schoolwork ended up got put behind because Diablo 3 on Switch was fun playing with others.
I didn't record new gameplay for YouTube. I didn't make new products. I didn't hustle and find new contracts. It's like now, make no mistake. I was granted. I will say this. I probably had the most restraint out of everybody here because I'm still only like Paragon level 60.
Yes, and not only that, you were still working at a Sunoco graveyard shift. So first off, congrats to you on that. For getting out of that environment, first off.
Yeah. Want me do it? Thank you for want that. Want me will.
Yeah, thank you for that.
But that said, despite what the flack we're giving Tzar for, the game was amazing. We had our fun.
And we still are having fun.
We still are. It's that and Smash Brothers is what pulls me back into the Switch.
Yeah.
Even other than its portability, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. For those while I will concede the fact that being able to like pop off the Joy-Cons and play like Smash together and my nephew's birthday party was this past Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Me and his dad were out hanging out the riverfront, going It's fine. I'm not like him, like whatever. And we were hanging, and while we were waiting for like some other people to show up to join us, I just popped out my Switch out of my bag, put it up, and we played Smash on his dashboard. It was fun, and little spontaneous things like that are what the Switch is great for. But that being said, if you haven't gotten a Nintendo Switch because $300 is a big ask, I highly suggest getting the Nintendo Switch Lite, simply because the catalog that the Switch has and the portability that it provides is by itself worth it. You might not be able to have those spontaneous co-op moments that you would with like the Joy-Cons and stuff, but I mean, that's only one part you're missing. There's an incredible catalog with so many great indie games on offer. Like, I mean, the three games I would suggest for you to get would definitely be Moonlighter, which is an excellent little indie game. It's a ton of fun. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is excellent on the Switch.
Oh, don't forget the Spyro Trilogy, which is coming out in the fall, I believe.
But are they putting it on Switch though?
Yes, they are.
Might get it. And the last game I would probably suggest might be
Crash Team Racing?
No, not Crash Team Racing. It's a little 99-cent artsy game called No Thang. Spelled that way. Okay. No, it's nothing but no. It's spelled No Thang.
Have you played Celeste?
I have not.
It's a good platform.
So what were 3 games you would suggest, Anthony?
All right.
Oh, by the way, No Thang is like this artsy fartsy 99-cent game. It's really super weird and interesting. It's like you'll spend 10 minutes with it, but it's really super interesting and artsy.
Okay, so unfortunately, the games I'm going to recommend are mostly platformers. So if that's not your type of genre, I'm sorry to say I don't really experiment with much else. That said, the top 3 I would probably recommend. That, mind you, I wouldn't recommend buying them full price. I think they're better off if you wait for a sale. But first off, I will suggest Celeste, a very, very beautiful looking platformer. I can't remember the story off the top of my head, but it's a very beautiful looking platformer. Real quick gameplay. If you're familiar with Super Meat Boy, I think you'll fit right at home with this. Very fast paced, and it definitely keeps you on your feet. That said, I would also recommend Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge.
Yes. Axiom Verge. I really love that game. Love the amount of weapons you could get in there. Absolutely love it. I've only played a little bit of it though, and I haven't sunk my time into it. I have a lot of backlog games I really should get to, but I will get to it eventually. But so far from what I've seen and what I've played, I've enjoyed it greatly. Another one I would recommend is Dust and Elysian Tale.
I recommend that as well.
So what would be the other 2 you'd recommend?
Wait, is this for Switch? Switch. Is it indie games?
Anything.
I'm just going with.
I suggested Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy.
Two games I suggest. This one is more of a.
Did you suggest Sonic Mania?
Oh no, but
We'll add that in. Sonic Mania is just an excellent.
Sonic Mania.
Excellent blast to the past with a bunch of new mechanics to make it feel fresh. It's like you're in the 80s. It's like you're in the 80s and 90s again, but with enough to like keep you on your feet when you're like 20-something years old.
Stock full of little extra stuff that you'll really enjoy.
Easter eggs for the fans, something like that. It was made by some modders, some people who have some true dedication and love to the brand.
Sorry, for the fans.
So for me, I recommend this one should just be a must-buy for anyone. It's Super Mario Odyssey.
I thought you were gonna say Octopath Traveler for a second.
I mean, well, that too. That's more if you're into. It's more of a. That one, in my opinion, Octopath Traveler is more for a niche RPG type of audience. But I feel like a game like Mario Odyssey appeals to everyone. Mario appeals to everyone. Mario, come on, man. The man's the shit. He really is. Let's just be honest here. And another one I'd like to mention is what was it? Bloodstained Ritual?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Is that on Switch now?
I believe it is.
I recommend that one too.
And I will say, for any of you who do have a Switch, keep an eye on the store for a game coming out called Dusk.
Yeah.
Dusk is getting a Switch release.
I agree.
So Dusk is a game that plays like Doom, looks like Quake, and is just a complete 100% blast to the past of like 90s shooters. It's gory, it's dark, it's got an amazing metal soundtrack, and it's just from the beginning levels to like the ending levels, there's just a nice crescendo throughout the 8-9 hour campaign, depending on how fast you take it, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just want to speed rush through it, like you could get it done in a half hour, because each level should only take you like a minute and a half or less.
Yeah.
But if you're really if you want to make sure you get every secret, every kit, like everything, it's definitely old school, and it's just the soundtrack is just something that just if you're a metal fan of and you like the soundtrack from things like Doom or like what the guitar player from 9 Inch Nails' soundtrack from the Quake from the Quake series, I would highly suggest picking it up.
Speaking of Doom, has anyone played any of the new recent Doom game?
The new
2016 more exactly.
I actually have it downloaded on here. Sometime I'll let you guys play it.
Okay.
It is.
I really want to get my hands on it, man.
It is fun. It is. It feels bloody. It feels a lot like Doom. The one issue I have with it, the levels aren't as open as a Doom level should be. It's more like a Serious Sam case where they like large levels, but there's parts where you're locked off and you gotta do it. That's the one gripe I have with it, where you can't just rush through. You have to stay and kill everything before you can go on to next parts of the level, which is fine. That's a fine thing because Serious Sam is fun. It's fine for you to do that, but I will say that the glory kill system definitely helps with the feeling of forward momentum.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever really feel like you need to go back and crouch and hide. In fact, they know where the fuck you are.
I know for a fact that the game actively punishes you for that kind of play.
Mm-hmm. When you go back on your instincts, you end up getting killed.
Yes. Not only that, but long-range weapons, really long-range weapons, let's say you're trying to snipe an enemy from far away, it doesn't do as much damage as it would up close.
Mm-hmm. No,
it is made for you to run into the action and fight.
In fact, one of the things one of the equipped pieces for the assault rifle is a scope,
mm-hmm.
which is cool.
Yeah.
But you know what's more efficient and does more damage?
What?
The other mod option, which mini rockets.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That consumes ammo like nothing else, though, right?
Right, but you can still shoot and kill stuff as the things are starting to explode. It makes killing big baddies easier.
Oh yeah.
Doom Eternal. I don't care. I need to get Doom Eternal when it comes out.
Same here.
I'm just fingers crossed that my computer will be able to run it.
Oh yeah.
Because my computer can run the new Doom just fine. But
Doom Eternal is going to be running with the whole new. Oh, like you said, the more
its software knows that they can take the crisis approach to the design. Also, I think Doom's on the Switch.
Yes, it is. That's why I brought this up.
And I hear that it's not as bad as you would think.
Oh no.
The gameplay is rock fucking solid.
Let me put it like this. The Switch is underpowered. That's no lie compared to the PlayStation 4 Pro.
But it's at least at least as strong as an Xbox 360.
I would say stronger than that. It is it is definitely middling between a PS4 and then the PS3.
And all the circuitry that involves the processing is smaller than an iPhone.
Yes.
So it's
Let's put it into perspective. It can play Doom at a comfortable pace. It can play Mortal Kombat 11 at 60 frames.
I'm just gonna be honest. The Switch is our feat of gaming engineering, and we're not just saying that as Nintendo nerds. It's an objective fact. The fact that you're able to have something that portable, something that you can take with you with the same or more power of an Xbox 360. That is no small feat. It's arguably quite impressive when you think about it, and Nintendo was able to consolidate their mobile and console markets into one thing.
by itself. If you guys recall, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys recall. Wii U didn't do so hot.
No,
it
let's
did not.
Yeah.
But let's leave it at this. The conversation
Yeah.
for the Wii U should be saved for another
We'll
day.
save that for another.
let's save
And
that
Because that's a whole nother
That's a whole
pile.
nother
and
kind of
and we should probably be wrapping this up a little bit. We're running just a little long. So
Oh, well, let me finish the topic that I didn't. It was the Monster Hunter World. I would recommend, if you're interested in Monster Hunter games, I would recommend World, simply because of the quality of life and how more user friendly it is. It doesn't ask much from you, but it definitely asks for you to pay attention to the monster. What is it doing? Gauge where to go from there.
it's not a game that allows you to just zone out and play.
Yes, the game asks for your creativity, and it won't ask for anything too much, but it definitely asks for you to try and figure out the monster. You will lose quite a few times at first if you're not familiar with the series.
But
Don't let that discourage you.
But you need the monster bits for
Yes.
here. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, you enjoy the boat. Hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a bonus episode. Anthony, Czar, thank you for your time. Anything?
No problem.
All right.
Stay golden, y'all. Stay golden.